Welcome to the Steam Channel. In this HO scale product spotlight, we've got some big steam superpower to show off. The Union Pacific 4884 Big Boy locomotives from Broadway Limited Imports. On hand, we have Big Boy 4000, stock 9503, Big Boy 4019, stock 9502, and a Fantasy Great Northern Big Boy, stock 9510. These are some of the biggest steam locomotives to ever grace the rails, and they're impressive models even in HO scale. Each is constructed with a heavy die-cast boiler, chassis, and tender body for maximum tractive effort. If you're wondering, that comes out to a weight of 2 pounds and 15.5 ounces for the locomotive and 15.5 ounces for the tender. Each of these big boys is 19 inches in length, which will almost certainly dwarf any other steam locomotive in your model fleet. Each big boy features Broadway Limited Imports Paragon4 sound and control system, synchronized puffing smoke with a variable puffing intensity and timing, a separate whistle smoke feature, and each comes with an optional smokestack hood which could be installed by the user if desired. The lighting package on these steamers include an illuminated headlight, tender light, cab light, illuminated front number boards, and illuminated front and rear marker lights. Each variation also has prototypically accurate detailing for each road number, including one of 3 accurately modeled tender variations, including the 25-C 100 tender for the Class 1 models, the 25C 400 tender for the Class 2 models, and the 3985 Challenger tender for the 4014 Excursion models. Let's move in and take a closer look at Big Boy. Starting up at the front pilot, you'll spot the swing coupler, coupler cut lever, pump detail, the detailed plating, headlight, and hand railing detailing. On the smoke box, you'll see the marker lights, number boards, bell, grab iron detailing, and smoke box dogs. The smoke box on these 4884s has nice pipe detail, a builder's plate, dual stacks, a nicely finished access hatch over the top of the smoke box, grab iron detailing, and whistle detailing. Panning down this massive locomotive, you can appreciate the piping detail, the great-looking running gear, tank detail, domes, safety valves, cylinder detail, the power reverser and linkage, and other fine detailing. Here you can see the rod fluting, box-pock drivers, valve gear, and the pilot wheels. The running gear on these brutes is very nice, and everything finished up beautifully. I've always enjoyed watching the rod movement on these locomotives as they thunder down the railroad. On any UP steam locomotive, one of the first areas my eye goes to is the cab and firebox. The stay-bolt caps and ash pan look great, as does the piping detail around the firebox and under the cab. Here you can see the trailing truck with grease lines and heart rocker detailing. You can also see the rear arms of the cradle casting and all of the fine plumbing work. The cab is riveted with a fireman and engineer figure, nice cab window framing, and a vent over the top of the cab. Panning over the top of Big Boy, you'll get a good view of the stacks, whistle, dome, throttle linkage, safety valves, steam generator, and other fine detailing. Behind Big Boy is a large centipede tender. You'll notice that Big Boy 4000 and 4019 both have coal tenders with scale loads of coal and a wood plank deck over the rear of the tender. The Great Northern scheme sports an oil tender and does not have the wood planking over the rear tender deck. The tender bodies are loaded with rivet detail, and the tender chassis show all of the journal cover, brake, and spring rigging detail that you would expect. You can even make out the pedestal binders under each journal box. On the rear of the tender, you'll see the ladders, coupler cut lever, hose detail, tender end sill, grab irons, graphic work, marker lights, and the 2 tender lights. Overall, I'm always happy with Broadway's rendition of the Big Boy, and I'm happy to add more superpower steam to the model fleet. Let's get a Big Boy over to the review module, and we'll show off his bell, whistle, and some footage of Big Boy in operation. These engines were recently delivered and will vary in price based on the retailer you're looking at. Hog Trains had the best pricing on the sound units at $649, but they have sold out stock. Train World also has most SKUs in stock and is asking $849.99 for the sound units and $749.99 for the stealth versions. We'd like to thank our friends at Broadway Limited Imports for sponsoring this product spotlight here on the Steam Channel. Until next time, we'll catch you on the rails.
Thanks for tuning in for this model train product review here on the Steam Channel. Get another high quality look at a new model by clicking on a video preview to your right.